I want to be surprised now. I stopped making plans because none of it was working. Seriously speaking, it's not going as I planned. So yeah, all right.
Life happens anyways, right?
Life is happening too much these days. After I had so much of clarity in my life when I was, in my school. I was like, okay, after this, I'll do this, I'll become this, I'll become that, and all sort of nonsense. And now I'm like, no, I don't know anything. Why am I even existing? I had existential crisis as well in the between. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to your session with Clapingo. My name is Amrutha. So, may I know your name, please?
Yeah, my name is SHIVATHMAJ, and today is my demo session of Clapingo.
Yes, I'm aware of that. So, how are you, Shiva? Can I call you Shiva?
Yeah, my friends call me Shiva because of my complex names.
I tried to, pronounce your name, but I was not very successful. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. That's the reason I'm asking. All
Yeah.
right. So, where are you from, Shiva?
I am from South India, Mangalore,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
and I'm doing my engineering along with many other things.
Like, for example.
Like I do podcast, I do YouTube, and I do freelancing works.
Okay.
And as I'm on lockdown, I started doing all this stuff other
Oh,
than
that's
academics.
all right. So, you freelance for what?
I freelance for video editing, graphic designing, and book editing, and yeah.
All right. Script editing or book editing.
Like if someone wants to become an author, I can help them with that.
Okay, that's cool. You are multi-talented, I should
Yeah, like
say.
I love to explore things, and
Okay.
I'm self-driven actually.
And that is important, right? At the end of the day, we should be the one who has to encourage and inspire ourselves. That's cool. That's cool. I'm already a fan of you.
Wow.
So how did you get, develop your interest into video editing and graphic designing?
When lockdown happened, I started exploring new things, and uh, so that's when I started enrolling to many online courses, many mentors, and then started podcast interviews with those mentors. And
Okay, that's cool.
after that, written my own book, and then started freelancing and earning a bit. Then my parents started supporting me once I started showing them some results. Until
Yes,
then,
yes.
they wanted me to do a tight job itself.
Yes. Concentrate on your studies as
Like,
such.
what do you do? Like, what do you
Okay.
study?
Okay. I recently completed my master's in computer networks.
Wow, that's a like very deadly subject for me.
My bachelor's was in electronics and communication. This was information security and computer networks. It was both a combination of computers and communication. It is deadly for me as well. Trust me, I can understand. But the reason I did my master's is I love teaching, and I was planning to try for a position as assistant professor in a university or college. But given the lockdown and corona, thank you, there are no openings as such. But since I love teaching, I have come across this platform, and I immediately fell in love with it and the way it works. See, as you know, I blabber a lot. I think you must have noticed that. So I get an opportunity to interact with many people. See, in a real world, I don't know if there is any chance for you and me to
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
conversation like this.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I should thank Corona or I should curse it, but yeah, it goes both ways.
And I
So
wanted to take one more consent from you. Like, I am documenting my journey. Like, I'm not that great English speaker, but I want to like document my progress. So, can I use this video for my social media, like in
yes,
YouTube? And
yes,
yeah, thank you so
you
much.
can, but you'll have to take a permission from Clapingo.
Yeah,
You'll
like
have to
Clapingo
write to
said
them.
that if instructor will allow, they will definitely allow it.
Yeah, sure. That's not an issue. You can. So here, like there are more than one speaker. So you'll be documenting your journey with only one person or many.
Uh, like whoever I am more comfortable with, I will be learning English from them itself.
Okay, that's cool. So you have done your engineering, or are you still pursuing?
I just Thanks to lockdown, I was promoted in sixth semester as well, and now I am in my final year, and it didn't start yet.
Okay. You were promoted because of the attendance criteria.
Not exactly. Like we are affiliate college, and uh, because of some political person, we were like they said to not to conduct any exams in this lockdown because third wave is coming very close.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, what is your specialization in engineering?
Computer science engineering. But for me personally, I won't be using that to any of my works. But yeah, definitely engineering has helped me in many other things because it's very hard for people to understand computers and different things. But I think this is one advantage for me to pursue my other passion.
Yeah, that's true. So, are you interested in coding by any chance?
I tried coding, I tried internships, so I decided not to do it anymore.
Okay. So, decided it's not your cup of tea.
Yeah, it's like I if I invest time in anything, I can do it, but I don't want to invest time in things I don't enjoy.
That's the thing. That's what I call as cup of tea. Okay, that's cool. So, what are your hobbies apart from freelancing and video editing? What do you do in your free time?
I do guitar playing, but I'm not that expert. But I love to play guitar. I play a few songs,
All
and
right.
apart from that, even I am an author of my own one book.
Okay, journey made awesome. That's
Yeah,
cool.
journey made awesome. And apart from that, I'm just exploring new things. I'm an intern in my mentor's company, but it's not related to coding. It's related to business, sales, those kind of stuff.
Okay, that's nice. So, you said you're living in Mangalore. So, are you born
Yeah.
and brought up there?
Yeah, I am born and brought up in Mangalore. To be very specific, it's a town, but I just give you a city name.
All
Uh,
right. Yeah, I understand because that is something we'll all know, no matter from which part of India we are. That's
yeah,
nice. So, how is your town? How are you enjoying your stay?
uh, like started. One major issue for me was this internet connection, and right now what happened is finally I got a proper internet connection, and now I am able to virtually travel the world, and even that's the reason I am able to talk to you right now.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. Okay. So,
So
what
I am
happened
enjoying a
earlier?
lot. Yeah. Earlier, I had too many issues. Like whenever I conduct some podcast, there was some network issues, and because of that, I had to say sorry, sorry, sorry to my guest. And
I understand. It's really, uncomfortable and you will lose our flow.
yeah, very true.
All right. You have any questions for me?
Like I just wanted to know your experience of engineering and
Okay. So, yeah, I loved engineering, but in the sense with my friends, I had a really great atmosphere. I have done my engineering from a Muslim college. So that helped me, explore another culture, basically, literally speaking. So I have great friends, and it exposed me to a lot of things. I enjoyed a lot. Yeah, I studied a bit, of course. Then I wanted to do my masters no matter what, and I tried, for an Australian university and everything, but things didn't work out for me at the financial end. So, as you know, if we are really strong with our more thing and we want to do something, so I did my masters here itself in India, and but still, I was not very satisfied. I have been a part-time tutor for the past decade. Teaching has been a part of me all this life, and I'm really bad at coding. Coding and me are not friends. So I didn't, I tried, but I could relate to you when you said you.
I can understand.
Yes, exactly.
Coders ka feeling, mutual feeling.
Yeah, non-coders feeling this
No,
is.
exactly. Sorry.
Yeah. So I was thinking to teach, maybe not in engineering or anything. Yeah, but if I get an assistant professor position, yeah. And I actually flaunt over my communication skills. I'm good at it. So,
I
yeah,
can make out. Yeah.
yeah, I'm good at it. So then I came across Clapingo. I came across Clapingo at that point of time in my life when I really had nothing. I was really, I don't know. I was empty for a part of time, and then I started with Clapingo, and I should say I enjoy every bit of it, literally speaking. So as you said, see, at the end of the day, I learned something that I enjoy, and it makes me feel good. I'm in that part of my life. So yeah, let life take me where it can. I want to be surprised now. I stopped making plans because none of it is working. Seriously speaking, it's not going as I planned. So yeah, all right.
Life happens anyways, right?
Life is happening too much these days. After I had so much of clarity in my life when I was, in my school. I was like, okay, after this, I'll do this, I'll become that, and all sort of nonsense. And now I'm like, no, I don't know anything. Why am I even existing? I had existential crisis as well in the between. So yeah, all right. You any questions about the app?
Yeah, like I wanted to know like whether if I like any tutor, can I like continue the same tutor for long?
Yes, yes,
And
sure.
also, is there something that you have to tell me about the app?
No, if you want, I'll give a general gist of the app and how it
Yeah, I
works.
would love to hear that.
Okay, we have two types of sessions, a 15-minute session and a 25-minute session. Since it's a demo session, it's a default 15-minute session. You can select the number of sessions you want per week and for how many months you want. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. And then you'll be given a sessions material. In the sessions material, we'll have a topic of the day, vocabulary, grammar, and related grammar exercises. Since it's a demo session, we are having a random conversation. That is not possible on an everyday basis.
Hmm.
So you can have a conversation based on the topic. And see, since you want to really improve with your English, you speak fine, but here and there are few issues. An added advantage of vocabulary, not a Shashi Tharoor way, but still, even good vocabulary. The words that we generally know, when it comes to speaking, we do not implement. We can't implement or we can't remember that.
Yeah, happens with.
Happens to everybody. so so that is what we would like to emphasize here. Those vocabulary are not some high-fi words. They're just common or general words that we feel you can use in the conversation. It will be related to the topic itself, so that the more we use that language, as you know, the more you started freelancing or video editing, you have been good at it, you have become best at it, I should say. Yes or no? Similar
Yeah.
way, implementing whatever you're learning rather than just reading and listening can help you out, is what we feel here. And as you mentioned about the tutors, we work here part time. So, for example, you can select any tutor, and at any point, we are available from 10 in the morning to 12 in the night. So, based on your free time, you can select. For example, if a tutor that you want is not available at that particular day or time slot, since it's part time, I wanted to clear this out because you want your journey with one single tutor. Mostly, we are available. Sometimes, as you said, life happens. We never know.
Yeah.
So then, either you can schedule it with other person or something like that. But mostly we will be available. So what are you planning? Like you'll be exploring with different tutors and then finally fix to one?
Yeah, like I want to like bit explore more tutors and finally fix with one, two.
All right, that's
And I
cool.
won't take too long for that because I want to like focus on my English.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. But
Yeah.
we need those things. We need to try out everything and then decide one thing. That's important. We should not just go pick whatever comes in front of us. I understand. So, based on our conversation, there were some issues with your sentence formation. For example, when lockdown happened, during lockdown,
Okay. During lockdown.
yeah, I'm not saying this is wrong, but just compare these two sentences and let me know which is better. During lockdown, when lockdown happened.
Yeah, during
Is that-
lockdown makes more sense.
this is nothing but an Indian way and a mother tongue influenced way of speaking when we use when lockdown happened. And sometimes when you were having a conversation with me, you didn't have eye contact. Not all the time,
Yeah.
but sometimes. So yes, it happens to me also. I'm not saying that, but maximum, since this is virtual, right? We need to engage our learners or or with the person we speak. That is only possible with our eye contact and our voice. the pitch and the voice modulation will keep them engaged. I'm sure you are the person who will know this because of the, the video editing or anything. Or even in a general sense, if someone is talking to you and, they're talking in a very dull noise, blah, 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 and they're not seeing you, how would you feel? Would you be engaged?
No, like I always appreciate like honest critics. I love it
Yeah,
because only by that I can improve.
exactly. That is true. So sometimes I have noticed that you were looking here and there. So that's one thing I would like you to focus on. And you said third wave is coming. Instead of that, you can say, we have been warned about third wave. I do guitar playing. You started with this sentence, then you said, I play guitar. You corrected yourself then and there, of course. But then, in the first point itself, I'm really happy that the way you corrected yourself, you didn't get stuck or you didn't stop, but you continued it saying, oh, no, I play guitar. So that's cool. That's the really super way of, trying to clean the slate and not letting the other person know. That's nice. That's nice. All right. So we are almost at the end of our session. We might get disconnected soon. Do you
Yeah,
have
sure.
any other questions? Anything for me? Please let me know.
That's all. I really enjoyed this conversation, and I think this is one of the great apps when compared to other apps. There are non-native speakers. There are native speakers, but
Yeah.
here, as Indians, we can like Indians know Indians problem. Like you said, mother tongue influence.
Yes, exactly. So sometimes the issue is with a person who is really, trying to improve his English. A native accent speaker, it's really problematic for them. They get intimidated with that. That's one thing. When the reason Clapingo started is we wanted to provide you with Indian speakers. We know that comfort level. At the end of the day, yes, Indian
And it's
mother
very
tongue.
hard for like there is American accent and British accent. Even that is
No, you will not believe there's an American accent, British, Australian accent, European speak. A German person will have a different English accent. It's like that. It's not. I have come across this very recently. I think I saw it in some YouTube channel. They were comparing accents. It's the same word. The way they say hello in different accent. It was like, oh my god, there are so many things. It's not that the English is not just a language. It has many shades, is what I felt. All right. About the session, do you like it or did you enjoy it or you thought there it could have been better or anything? Please let me know.
like apart from like in website I couldn't use the Clapingo app for right now because it's showing some wrong timing. But apart from that, I had no issues. I was able to
Okay.
log in through my mobile.
Okay, you are on the desktop. There was an issue.
Yeah, on desktop there is some timing issue.